and we're on.
Okay, so basically, yeah. Jarvis, you last session, we started off with you guys actually going to sleep. Uh, Going into, I believe, from day 2 going into now day 3, on the ship, and you couldn't sleep due to the cold. I mean, you guys are up in the crow's nest. It's freezing outside. It's a windstorm. The waves are picking up. There's that mist of that frozen cold that comes over you with the fog. Uh, so basically, you leave to kind of like watch the fog and enter, and as you do, you guys then gets in the morning. You then go in to go take a look, Jarvis, and you get lost in the fog. But interesting, you do find your way back with Nova's pan flute, but you catch that the sun isn't as potent as it should be in the morning as it was rising, which was just kind of weird. You then get back to the crew, and it's a weird moment where everyone is acting silent. Even you, Nova, were like they were like making hand gestures. The crew being really, really quiet. And as you get to communicating with the crew and entering into the fog, you know that you may or may not be entering Big Sister's zone, which is the large, some sort of sea creature that legend says that her brother came from the plane of water, destroying different ships, collecting loot, having a migrating island that moves. But eventually you do catch that they actually, on the way to pick you or pick Jazz up, looked for her island in the whale bones and could not find her island. And so going around, they're taking a wide range, but just wanted to be as quiet as possible just in case. Because anytime that there's a thunderstorm or a deep fog of sorts, you may be entering Big Sister's zone. Anyways, however, you have to collect some food because all the food that you guys had went to waste due to the flooding of the ship earlier the day before. Jarvis and Elroy, you collect 72 fish, I believe. Nova and Crispy, you collect 5 fish in like a 4-hour time. Yeah, even Crispy was like, "Hi, you're not good at this, are you?" And he's just like he's not good either. So it's just like whatever. And one of the few last things that you do here is you overhear Captain Aquaback and Undercut talking about Miss Crypt needing to see her again and wondering if you, Jarvis, still had the gem originally, and that they might want to go back into Big Sister's territory, specifically on the way back after they drop you off. And then we ended the session at the top of the crow's nest as you guys are going kind of back to sleep, going into day 3. Is there anything I missed or anything that you guys wanted to touch on or whatever?
There's nothing that I heard that was missed. Can you repeat just one thing for me? What I overheard, Aquaback and
Undercut.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were hearing because they were using like thieves' cant and talking in some sort of weird
and I
jargon and
translate.
slang.
Yeah.
You cast that spell, which makes sure you use your spell slot or whatever you need to do in order to do that if you need one. And as you did, you were overhearing them talking about Miss Crypt and we're needing to go see her as soon as possible.
Gotcha.
Wondering if you had the gem still.
Yeah.
And maybe going back into Big Sister territory on the way back. And Undercut, again, sort of being a little bit aggressive, and Aquaback kind of being a little bit passive.
Okay.
In communicating. But then we ended up back at the crow's nest. So what do you guys want to do before you kind of go to sleep and, again, go back into the next day?
Jarvis is going to be focusing on...
Actually, I'm such a liar. No,
we're not sleeping now.
You're not sleeping.
No.
You're just up at the top of the crow's nest. same day. It's roughly, I believe, like noonish, 1
Midday.
o'clock.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm so sorry. I was getting confused with the last 2 sessions ago and just mixing. So that's my bad. We pick up at the top.
I have a quick question. Spells, okay. How does exhaustion affect them, if at all?
Exhaustion, level 1 of exhaustion. That's right, you still have that. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
So it does not affect spell slot or anything like that?
Not like a spell slot, but it would affect if you're casting something that may need to use an attack.
Yeah.
Or etc.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you two are up at the top of the crow's nest. This is still day 3. Excuse me.
Jarvis is just and I'm sorry. I the last I remember is Jarvis lost the orb. No. He found it. That's right. It was rolling.
It was just by her. It was in the beginning of the morning.
Yes,
it was like under Nova's back.
I'm sorry. Okay, so Jarvis is just up there. He's at the top of the crow's nest, and he's just looking at it. He's got it, but he's not touching it, and he's not making it float. He's got it in his bag, and he's just looking at it open. And Nova's up here, right?
Yep, both of you are up there.
Nova, you see that he is... you know how when people stare off into the distance and there's just like blank, like nothing on their face? You see him just completely plastered. Like his face is just absolutely no emotion, and he's just staring at this, but he's not into space, right? It's not where they're off into the distance. He is straight at this orb, completely focused on it right now. And Jarvis is not doing much other than that right now.
Nova, what are you up to?
She's just like paying attention to Jack. Jack is just doing his thing where he like runs around and just like crawls everywhere. And she's just like being friendly. And she happens to look over at Jarvis and see that he's just weird. I'm gonna tuck Jack in like a pocket of my bag where he's just like sitting there, and walk over to Jarvis and like kind of like hey.
Well, yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah, I am.
You're just like dead staring at that thing.
I'm fine.
What's up? Like, it's really weird, and I just like need to make sure you're good.
No, yeah, I'm. It's just this. It's just that I don't know what to do. I don't know how. I've only ever had to use this, and he pulls out his quarterstaff, and he holds it, and he goes, "This is all I've ever known. And now this thing is here, and it's connected to me, and I mean, I think, and I feel like I'm capable of more. I don't know how to explain it." And he puts his quarterstaff away.
Then Nova goes. She holds her hands like this, and she starts like passing like light back and forth between her hands. And she's just kind of like playing with it and like making it do tricks. And she's like, "Welcome to the world of magic." And she's like flinging her hands, and there's like sparkly. It's very like girly and and just like a little like party trick that she does.
Jarvis kind of takes a deep breath and sighs, and he goes. He looks frightened for a second. As cute as that trick was, he looks frightened at that and goes, "I'm afraid. For some reason, I'm scared of it. It's not like what I thought it would feel like."
What did you think it would feel like?
Not like this. It feels like something Master Agave used to describe.
What did he used to describe?
I know, I'm like,
Yeah.
Feels like something Master Agave
Master
used to
Agave.
describe.
I'm trying. Give me a second.
And what he used to describe was
I haven't had one of these in a little while.
Describe where you are.
And for the sake of he was mid conversation with Nova here, Jarvis is describing this.
Nova, you should be in the scene. Like
Yes.
you're with Jarvis.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I'm in
yeah,
third
yeah.
person, like we're watching.
Like we're
this.
watching it. Yeah, yeah.
I love that.
So make sure you're involved here.
Perfect. Please describe how old you are. I need all the dates.
Okay, so you see Jarvis, and he is not 17 years old, 18 years old,
What does a 17 and 18-year-old Jarvis look like?
same as what he looks like now, except a little bit shorter.
He didn't have a different haircut, nothing.
Yeah, he's got like a really
He has like
buzz
frosted
cut.
tips.
Frosted
Frosted
tip.
tips.
And real quick here, DM. This is going to be information. This is going to be
Okay. Also, what triggered the memory again?
the memory trigger was
The feeling of
the
the magic.
feeling of the magic that he's feeling right now. That it's something that Master Agave used to describe.
Got it. Yeah, describe where you are.
So you see 17, 18-year-old Jarvis in a courtyard-ish area with pavers, like stone pavers. And every 10 feet or so, in a kind of a grid system, there are wooden totems with sticks, and they're almost built kind of like you know,
Wood people?
yeah. And they're for like training, like monk training. And there's probably 20 of these out here. Jarvis is out here. The sun is going down. Jarvis is out there by himself on one random one of these, and he's hitting it with a quarterstaff. Ha! 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 But he's the only one out here. There's no one else out here right now, and he's just ha! Ha! And you see he's clearly starting to struggle, right? There's one certain thing, he does a couple hits, and then he'll do, and then he tries to do this spin thing, and he falls every single time. And he's clearly getting frustrated, very tired, fatigued, and he just is, and then he falls. He's like, God damn it! And he gets back up, and yeah, just clearly frustrated right now.
Nova, what is there anything that you say to Jarvis?
I feel like she asked the same questions that I had asked. Like, what did 17 and 18-year-old Jarvis look like? Like, did he have like a funny hairdo? Like,
So then describe Agape as he
Yeah.
he comes through basically like just like from like a tree line or whatever, and is eating his typical like banana onion like
Yep.
weird conglomerate of such. Go ahead.
Yep.
Disgusting.
Agave walks around the corner, almost oblivious to Jarvis struggling, and just kind of, he's eating his food and not in training mode right now. Jarvis is training when it's outside of hours. There's no one out here. And Jarvis notices Agave walk out, and he goes to him.
At that point, yeah, Mr. Agave is just like, "What are you still doing?"
Jarvis goes, I can't do this, Master. I'm done. I can't do it.
What do you mean you can't do it? He goes, hold my, and he basically, it's like, hold my food, gives it to you, and he just does it completely, like, just completely quickly.
That's what I'm talking about. You guys just do it. And you don't explain, you just tell us, expect us to do it. And you just don't understand.
It is because he looks around. You can't do it.
You think that helps?
Absolutely. One that understands that they cannot will be able to do. And by doing, I mean with something else. Remember the tree?
What tree?
Memory Inception, where he takes you into the time when you first...
Inception!
He shows you the tree or whatever, and then he comes back and is just like... He says to you, what we are capable of is more than just physical. It is a spiritual, it is arcane. And he hands you the quarterstaff and he says, masters of one's spirit connected to the arcane is a savor and delicious irony. The study of deep and complex spiritual arcane leads to such a simple end. The ability to say yes or no, or I can, or I cannot.
Well, I say no, and I cannot. And I'm tired of you and your stupid sayings and your stupid definitions. They don't make any sense. And I'm tired of it. And I quit. And you know what?
Nova.
How about this? I hate you.
One day...
Nova pops in. And she's like, you sound like a whiny bitch, man.
He puts his hand... Agave puts his hand on your shoulder and looks to you and says, one day you'll remember these after I'm long gone. And you'll remember these sayings and these moments, and you will cherish them as I have with you, Jarvazul.
Jarvis, you can see Jarvis crying or starting to cry, and he real quick just like brushes the tear away like it's not even happening. Then he brushes the hand off, pushes his hand off, Agave's hand off his shoulder, and he says, I mean it. I hate you, and I'm done. And he just storms off.
If you need anything, I'll be in my study reading.
I won't.
And you see him just... the last sight of him as you're going down the hallway to your room, which you end up, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Jarvis, you end up falling asleep in your room?
That is correct.
So, cut to, like, you and Nova, Nova, you seeing all that.
And I say,
You're still there.
Adult Jarvis says, I regret that. And you see adult Jarvis. It's like a tear comes down.
Even Jackie in his little thing is like.
Nova's gonna do something that's really out of character for their relationship, and she's gonna go and wipe his tear off his face.
And Jarvis, you can lead into the next part if you'd like, or whatever you want.
So the memory kind of skips here.
It's weird, yeah. It kind of turns into a swirl of color. Go
you
ahead.
see what was. Where did he
He's
go?
gone.
Coming back.
I have to pee, so this is perfect timing. I will listen. You disappeared. I am going to go pee whilst I listen.
This is a good moment. This is super fun. You know how hard it is to improvise this shit with you? I have to make up wise sayings that mean nothing.
At this point, I feel like you should have a book of agave random sayings.
Yeah. But I think informationally in this moment, you understood that, he's trying to even say that, there is a spiritual arcane to what you do.
That's what I'm trying. Yeah, so that's what
I'm
I'm
trying
connecting.
to answer that for you.
Oh, it's 100% spot on.
But, that's why you couldn't do those things. And then, the battle between using arcane is a merely saying yes or no. Or I can't. Okay, I just want to... Hopefully that made sense.
100%.
We're gonna have a book, and it's gonna be agave-isms.
Okay. Oh, she's lost.
You have headphones
I know.
in, babe?
I'm listening. I'm right here. I swear,
Okay.
I'm right here.
You've had headphones in this whole time? Oh, you
Yeah.
muted.
I do have headphones in. I'm listening. You guys can continue. I don't know why you guys stopped.
So we're just standing in the courtyard. And you watch the sunset, but it kind of time lapse. You watch the sunset. The moon comes up. And, middle of the night. And then the time lapse stops. And we're just standing here. And adult Jarvis goes, "Follow me." And we just go down the same way that Kid Jarvis went to his room. And we peek in the door, and teenage Jarvis is sleeping. And then adult Jarvis kind of takes a deep breath. And then you hear a commotion back down the hallway, a little further down, opposite direction. Hey! Hey! And you hear Agave. What do we hear Agave say here?
If Jarvis, I don't know if you're thinking of something specific, but the way that I perceive this actually, and the way I have it written, is he does. Agave doesn't say much. He doesn't shout.
Yeah. No, I was being the other guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it. So Agave. Okay. What does you want? Do you want something? Take, please, and go.
Big Aarakocra in armor, Nova. Like golden, beautiful, almost elvish looking armor. And they have swords, and their wings have armor. Like there's armor all over their body. And
Nova is like you can see that she's stressed. And knowing that this is something really difficult for Jarvis to speak about.
And one of the guards grabs him by the arm, kind of rough, and goes, You broke the rules. You know what has to be done.
I don't break no rules. I bring life, and life to the full.
Oh, yeah? And the other guard who's not grabbing him, shoves him, and they start to bully him a little bit. And there's clearly commotion. A couple of the guards that are walking by the office kind of come in and start bullying and join in on it. And
Agave's doing nothing, by the way.
You're muted.
Sorry. I have a question. How big, because I've never really had like a full description of what Agave looks like. How big is he compared to you?
Agave is the same height as 17-year-old Jarvis.
So he's shorter than you technically if he was alive right now.
Correct.
Okay. I was trying to figure out like dynamic differences.
I don't have it. Never mind.
The picture I showed her the one that I made.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Height-wise, though, and he's skinny. He's not muscular. He's an old man. And these guards are bigger than even adult Jarvis right now. I mean, they're big. A lot of armor, weapons, swords.
You hear Agave say a couple things. You hear him say like, "What is law to you is merely opportunity to me and mine. You forsake what's in you and our tradition. I believe in it too much."
One of the guards goes, "You speak of tradition, huh? You know nothing about it." And then he absolutely cold cocks him across the face. Like
He
full
falls
force,
hard.
cold cocks him right across the face. And that's when all this we're just hearing, Nova, because we're not even over there. We're just hearing it.
Yeah.
And you look at adult Jarvis.
Is awake while he's hearing this.
Correct. And incorrect. You hear adult Jarvis just
Is
say,
this like a subconscious here? Like,
Okay.
correct. Adult Jarvis goes, "This is all I remember." And it's right when he says that, teenage Jarvis starts to wake up, kind of startles him, awake, and he gets up and he hears more of the commotion and the bullying. And he goes, "Huh?" And he gets up, hears it a little bit more as he's getting closer, comes out of the room, and Nova, we're just following him. This whole time, we're just trailing him. And he starts to pick up the pace as he gets closer and hears what's going on. By the time we get down there, you can see Jarvis turns the corner, and as he turns the corner, the last guard is coming out of the room and walking quickly down the hallway, opposite direction. And now it's just quiet. And you see teenage Jarvis. We follow him into the study. And as we turn the corner, you see Agave just laying there on the ground. Still lifeless. Teenage Jarvis rushes to his side. He goes, "Master, what happened?"
and just like coughing of blood, and just like, and
Agave,
just,
what happened?
he smiles.
No. No.
Gone.
Memory's over.
I see Nova like Jack is like on her shoulder, like very like intensely watching, like and listening. And I start to cry, and he takes like a little like handkerchief out and like wipes my face.
Jarvis is bawling right now. He's absolutely bawling. And he's like,
Oh, it breaks my heart.
I really wish I hadn't said those things.
And I walk over and like I hug him. And she says, "We all say things that we sometimes regret."
I don't just sometimes regret this. I regret it every day. And I'll never stop regretting it.
But you have to know that he knew that you didn't mean what you said.
I'll never know that.
Hi, Loki.
Hi, Kinsley.
Sorry, she's going to bed.
Just
Love you.
looking
Hi.
at the important one.
Yes, brush your teeth.
I'm sorry.
Hi, Wookie.
I'm sorry.
Jarvis just goes, unfortunately, I'll never know that.
There are a lot of things that you'll never know the answers to, but you know him well enough to know that he knew that you did not mean that, and that you were just frustrated.
You can't say that.
Yes, I can. It's the only way to get past something like that is to just hope for the best.
I don't know that I can believe that.
It makes me really sad. I feel sad now.
Not many people know that story about me, and shortly after that happened is when I was banished from my world, from my people.
But why?
I
What
was-
happened between that
It's-
and
It's just the way that it works in the aerial plane. It's
what your master passed away and now you don't belong?
he didn't pass away. He was murdered. Did you not hear anything that I
I
was saying
did
to
hear
you?
you, but I didn't want to say the word murder. I'm aware.
The Sky Hunters are an extremely, extremely hard-headed group of Aarakocra.
And their job is what?
The Sky Hunters are an elite fighting and hunting group of Aarakocra. They're trained and deployed to other worlds to investigate, explore, and recruit. And you see him as he's closing his eyes and saying this like it was ingrained in him from a young age. And he goes,
Shit.
trained and deployed to other worlds to investigate, explore, and recruit, learning about other races and gathering information to bring back to the aerial plane.
So why would they come after Agave? He seemed like such a nice person.
He's the nicest person I've ever met. But he broke the rules.
What rules? I'm sorry, I know nothing about this, so I'm sorry if I have questions.
The Sky Hunters, they believe that they're better than everybody else. than every other race, than every other army, and that the aerial plane is better, and it's the best, and it's a superior plane. So, in that, they also believe that it's very important that the way that they've been doing things for years doesn't change. Agave was wiser than all of them, and he saw the opportunity to not be stuck in those ways. And so he trained me. I was the last that he trained, and he just was tired of training that way. It's a twisted way of belief, and he was tired of it. And I didn't understand that at the time, but I do now.
But what way was his tactics different from what they preferred?
We weren't trained to seek wisdom and to challenge the status quo. We were trained, or supposed to be trained, in their ways.
So to be dicks? That doesn't sound like a fun time. It doesn't sound like a fun place to go. Just a bunch of entitled douchebags. We're good.
I agree. The Sky Hunters believe that other Aarakocra and birdfolk are to be recruited to their ways. They're psychotic. Anyway, I was under the age of 18. And they couldn't kill me according to their law.
Fucking assholes.
So they just banished me here.
I mean, you should see that as like a blessing to get away from people who are so hateful.
I haven't seen my parents in years.
Yeah, how many years did we? How many years? Sorry, out of game. How many years did we say? Just to like give some context.
He was 17, just about to turn 18 when he landed in this
And
world.
How old now?
He's currently 26. Yeah, he was close to my age.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been almost 10 years.
Sorry.
And I've wanted to go back for so many different things, but what you saw is the last that I remember. And then vaguely waking up right before they threw me into the portal.
The portal?
I never saw it before except for that one time. It was told that it existed, but we never saw it. Portals to other planes. The Sky Hunters use it to recruit and fight and hunt in other realms. We were never allowed there.
So, like, did they just, like, go and, like, instigate on other planes and were like, well, we're better than everybody else, so fight us or forfeit?
Essentially. And they would recruit Aarakocra specifically and birdfolk. They're very strong and they're very powerful.
I don't give a shit.
Anyway, that's all I remember. I think when I was at Agave's side, someone must have knocked me out from behind. And then the next thing I remember, I was falling from the sky. And that's when these guys found me.
Looking over the crow's nest, you see them quietly shuffling, managing the ship. Looking a moment where Captain Huckleback looks up.
I was unconscious the whole time that I was falling, and I just so happened to fall into the ocean and was washed up on an island, and just so happened that Huckleback and his crew were passing by. And they needed someone because I was small and it made it easier for thieving.
I found you!
I guess you could say I kind of owe my life to these guys. Who knows what would have happened if they didn't find me.
Maggie looks up and goes, shh, shut the fuck up.
Moving over, I'm like, Maggie.
Anyway,
And I'm like, wait, go.
it's taken me 38 sessions, but that's my life story.
I know. You still haven't gotten mine, so it's fantastic. I kind of love.
By the
Yeah,
way,
you guys-
real tears there. Where they were coming, they were welling up. I'm glad that I cut that memory short because they would have streamed down the face.
Love it.
I know.
Love the feeling.
I know.
It feels so close. I
Yeah.
love it.
Jarvis just goes, anyway, you should probably get to work.
I know, but in her brain is a little confused because he said nothing about the way that magic feels. So I'm like, and like she thinks about it for a second, and then is like, he opened up, so it doesn't matter.
No, it was the illusion, or the allude to that was
That,
It
like,
was-
monks can do stuff
no.
like that.
He said it in the memory. Agave said it in the memory. He was connecting our arcana to what he has been teaching me. Kind of saying that the whole reason why I wasn't able to do it was because I wasn't tapping into the arcana, and that lesson obviously would have continued,
Mhm.
but he never got it. Never completed it.
Got it.
And then Mist had to fill it in a little bit.
That's right.
Yes.
And then
That's
now.
interesting.
Even more.
So yeah, that's how he ended up with like all the shadow shit
Right.
and whatnot. Got it. Sorry.
Right. But now with everything going on in Jarvis, inside Jarvis right now, he's
Spiraling.
has no idea how to. It is, for lack of better terms, chaotic in him.
Mhm.
Jarvis just soars down and starts to routinely help out, sail the ship.
As he goes down, you see Jazz coming up from underneath, looking up at you, Nova, and like starts climbing up. And comes up to you, and she's like knocking. Hey, do you got a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Looks down, is just like, and again, very quiet, just being very quiet. Do me a favor, both of you need to make stealth checks for me, please. It's about like 35, 40 degrees out right now.
8.
Fuck.
I have disadvantage in this.
Correct.
I rolled a nat 1. So 8.
Okay. Well, natural 1. He's automatic fails. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, the exhaustion for you, Jarvis. It feels like when you when you had to wake up like super early for like to play at church or something, and you stayed up with me all night or something, and you're just like
Drinking
oh,
sweet tea and eating chicken tenders.
we're just like, oh my gosh,
Playing
this
Call of
was a
Duty.
this was a bad
Putting
decision.
Cheez-Its in your ramen noodles.
Oh yes, girl, preach.
I told her about it. Poning noobs.
Dude, so many noobs. So yeah, just like I just picture even Jar Jar just as like, again, and totally correct me if I'm wrong, or just if you want to add some funniness to it, but like
No,
he's
do
like
it.
got rope and he's just like,
And it's like smacking the edge of the ship, making a super loud noise.
Crispy's like, hey, fucking stop it, please.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I was always curious. Are you like really stupid?
Yeah.
Like just like legit
I thought
stupid?
Crispy was like gonna be a really nice person, and he turned out to be a crap hole.
He's just known to be. He's actually a nice guy. But yeah, there's like just no filter. Yeah. He's frozen in the same spot.
What's happening?
You're frozen right now. Oh, there you go.
both
There you
were,
go.
You both were frozen. Lucas looked like he was sucking.
Let's all refresh. Steven, if you can hear us, let's all refresh.
My name is Laughing Jane.
Better? Better one, better two. He's still frozen.
I don't know if he's frozen or if he's just taking it.
You gotta change your microphone, your input.
Come on, Vorpeldorf.
Come on, Vorpalboard. We do need to change this music, though. I'm about to do it myself here.
Nice.
Can you hear that music?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hear
You don't hear Lord of the Rings right now?
No, and we also shouldn't do that because it's copywritten.
Yeah, I know, but I love this song.
No, I don't hear what you're playing.
Okay, well, it's just for the stream then.
Fabulous.
Well, I hope he comes back. Why does it look like I have a Widow Peak right now? Widow's Peak.
Yeah, it does. Look at how gray. Like,
It
it's all
it looks blonde.
but it's like completely gray. It's weird. It's just like a chunk. There's like nothing behind it is.
It's chunky.
You like some baby. You like some. Oh, I can't wait for your mother to see that. I am so sorry.
Jesus, that was right into the microphone too.
Yes, it was really loud. Jesus. Oh my God. Weird. It's just like a chunk. There's like nothing behind it is. Steven?
It's chunky.
Sir?
Are you there? Where did
Oh, I
you
can't
go?
wait for your mother to see that. I am so
Dude.
resets whole computer.
He might be.
It would not surprise me.
Or you chucked everything out the window. One of the two.
Clark? Come on, let's make a little debut. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Come on.
I'm not even kidding. I'm freaked the fuck out right now.
Why?
I'm like getting just chills right now.
Okay.
Why?
Because all of a sudden,
Whoa.
I can't get into vocal board. It's saying it's incorrect credentials, and I go to my phone, and I see a text to my wife from me saying my phone is dead.
No.
49.
No way.
I screenshotted it because I freaked the fuck out. When did I do that?
Wait, when did it say that you did
What
that?
time?
Just a few minutes ago? Bro.
Dude,
Bro, you gotta get out of that room.
I'm pretty fucking freaked out.
Oh my god. We're never sleeping in there again. Are you good, dude?
What?
Tia, where's my fucking wife?
Where's my wife?
Won't let me switch screens now.
Bro.
Honey, did you get a text from me?
Did she wait? I didn't hear. She texted.
He texted from his computer.
My internet goes out on my computer. Did you accidentally go in? Are you using it?
Steven having a heart attack. Bro, you had me down here 500 miles away. I'm down here.
We're like, who can we fight from this far away?
Nothing I can do. I just want to watch the paranormal take over, you know?
It still won't let me back into.
We've been having a lot of problems with Warple Board.
Bro, you know, screw technology. You know what I mean?
At first, I was gonna say they heard you talk too much shit, so they were like, "We're done."
It's
Working perfectly. Yo.
Nervous Britain?
Yes, I love that. I think that should be your name from now on. Every session, I feel like you should have a different name.
Nervous
We got to
Britain.
come up with a different solution. This is like not turning. This is like slowly turning into a horrible experience.
Okay, well, here we are.
Clark, why do you have to sit like right against my chair? I can't. I need you to slide, buddy. Just stay there and let me
Here we are.
slide you under.
Okay.
Lay down.
Here's what we're gonna do. We got 30 minutes left.
I liked where this was going. If you're down, I'd like to pick up where we were.
I'm great. I'm really great. I truly am. I just. My wife is a bitch.
That will live on the internet forever.
It will. It'll be on the
She's-
internet forever.
She has scared me multiple times. Remember that scene?
I do.
We're
Like
talking about this
Scream.
fucking ghost.
He was like, scream. He was like, your phone is dead. Go get your
My
charger.
phone is dead.
Yeah, they were like, go get your charger.
Fuck this game.
Guess
Okay,
what? Guess
yeah, we
what
pick
else
up-
is dead?
You. And then
You are.
Ha. Ha.
Ha ha ha.
Your lights start flashing Vecna.
Okay, so basically, yeah, Jazz is like to you, Nova. Hey, shit. Now I gotta remember where we were at.
Yeah, I have no idea what we were
Um,
talking about. She didn't really say
She basically,
anything.
she basically goes, is it kind of hard for you guys to be kind of quiet around here? Because I feel like I'm dancing on eggshells around here.
Yeah, we keep getting shushed.
Well, all my clothes are being hung up right now in my room because everything's soaking wet. And it's freezing down there, too.
I mean, it's not much better up here. It gets pretty cold.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably still warmer downstairs, but than being up out here in the cold.
And she like looks at her like, "Are you insinuating something or not?"
She goes, "No, I'm not. I'm that." She goes, "No, I'm not. No, I'm just trying to be a friend here. We've got a couple more days. I just want to get to my bed. That's all I want. I want
agree.
some get to my bed
And
Eat some
she
food.
and Nova like looks out at the water and was like, I haven't been home in so long. I haven't had a home in so long.
Look, you try to make a home elsewhere, and it's never the same.
That's true.
Never the same. But if we can just get a look at of your friend's weapon, I don't know. I think we could just really get a leg up on all this as soon as we can. Hey, one other thing though. I was cleaning up a little bit downstairs, a little bit more, and did you see that there's like it's like a hatch to go down further?
Mm-hmm.
You notice that?
Yes.
I tried opening it and it wouldn't budge.
I have an idea of
I
what
just-
it may have at some point been used for.
What? What do you mean?
Let's just say that we were in another city where there was betrayal and people like us, and I point at myself and I point at Jarvis, and like probably Crispy as well, like people who aren't people, were being held in cages and sent to be jesters, if you will, for rich people. And he was the last one that had two people that we were looking for.
Who?
And we assume that they were probably down there at some point, getting taken to who knows where.
Who are you referring to? Captain Aquaman?
Yes. When we discovered what was going on, we got trapped down there and locked in cages next to people who aren't considered the norm, and ended up saving everyone but two who were taken
Okay.
by Aquaback.
Okay. So, okay. We got a couple options here then. Maybe we. I've been on this ship before, though. Like, this is
They
a
do a lot.
Xanthurium ship.
Does that ring like
Okay.
a bell to me?
What does?
The specific like kind of ship, like that she's saying that she recognizes it. Like,
She's
does that
saying
mean
that, like,
anything to
these-
me?
Well, she's just saying that these types of ships are a Xanthurian operated vessel, right? So, like, these are meant for transportational goods, people, stuff for the purposes of the Black Network.
Mm-hmm.
However, yeah, you've got Captain Aquaback on here. Maybe there is some stuff, maybe there isn't. But she's just trying to say, like, hey, this is like not his ship. Like, this is our property, and we have rotations of captains and people that
Mm-hmm.
vessels.
Have
and
you
such.
worked
So,
with him before, though, or is this your
No,
first time?
this is the first time I've met him with you.
I'd just watch yourself if I were you.
Okay. Well, yeah, maybe when we get to the island, that we can just have our people just take a look down below, just making sure,
Just in
that there's
case.
no. Or if you are right, and there are people down below now, we'd hear them, right?
I feel like you'd hear them, unless they aren't alive.
I'll go
It's
downstairs. I'm gonna go
something-
listen. I'm gonna go listen.
Just be careful who sees.
You see her, she's like waving stuff. Nova, Jarvis, what do you guys do the rest of your day?
I feel like Nova, she doesn't know how to help, so she feels like the best way to help is to just be out of the way. So she sits in the crow's nest and she kind of like dangles her feet over, and she pulls out her notebook and just starts drawing like all the things that Jarvis described from memory.
Damn.
Jarvis is doing pirate ship stuff. At one point, Jarvis wants to confront the Triton gentleman and
Elroy.
Elroy.
Elroy?
He's at the helm of the ship.
Jarvis wants to kind of be doing stuff, you know, but kind of make his way over closer to the helm and he kind of sparks up a conversation. He goes, "Listen, dude, I really am sorry. And I don't know what I can do to make it better. I just need you to know that, like I said before, I mean, I just want to be tight again."
She's looking down. He's looking away. He goes, remember the time remember the time off the shore at I can't even remember what island it was actually. But we got this Captain Appleback got us some grub, and it smelled kind of weird, but we were so hungry we hadn't eaten for days. And,
the Neelanther Islands, the Neelanther Islands, yeah, down south, yeah.
Yeah. We ate, and then within about 10-20 minutes, we were both hurling off the side of the ship.
And you puked up an entire spoon.
I still don't know how I got there. It had to have been in the fish.
Bro, I watched you swallowed it. Eat.
And I was completely hammered, and I couldn't tell you where and when I was.
I'm sorry. I didn't leave you because I had a choice. Believe me, I wouldn't have. But I had to, and I'm sorry.
We all have to make decisions for ourselves. I get that.
We good?
Hey, Crispy was asking if we can get together and play a little game tonight. If you and Nova want to jump in and play.
Yeah. What are you guys thinking?
Okay. I don't know. I think he was talking about Liar's Dice.
Okay, I was thinking chip cracks, but Liar's Dice is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah, I'll see if she wants to. Anyway, we're cool.
Just don't eat the fish. Around me, at least.
Yeah, and you try not to swallow spoons.
Can't promise you that.
I could get stuck in one of those gills of yours, and
Okay, don't get offensive. Just go fly away, will you?
you know.
So at this point, we got 23 minutes here.
Let's
do
play
you
some
talk
Liar's Dice.
Probably a little bit. Okay, we're gonna play some Liar's. You guys need to go get your dice. You need to get more dice if you can.
Did you get that game, that D6 from the game?
We
you
can
have?
do four. We can do 4 D4s. We'll do 4 D4s. If you can do 5 D4s, that'd be or
5
D6s,
D6.
that'd be great.
I got 5 D6.
Cool.
You-
Okay.
you too, babe?
Peter, Okay, you just need to hide it from each other when you roll these, so just make sure that nobody else can see them. And I'm going to do. We'll do this.
Oh shit! This is about to be fun.
I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing, but okay.
You've never played Liar's Dice?
No, what the hell is Liar's Dice?
Great game.
Okay.
Is it like
So,
bluffing? The whole game is bluffing?
okay, so basically, what happens is on the ship, it's the main deck. It's the rooms that are across from Aquabac's spot. Okay?
Okay.
Like his main deck, he's like in like the here's the main deck. You guys are up here in the crow's nest. There is a set of rooms like that you can go in right here. That's also where you would go down in the ship. Across the way, there's another set of rooms that you go inside. And then there's decks above that are above, obviously. Everybody's hanging in there. Let me do this really quick. Just for the sake of a different sound, a little bit.
This camera
They're all
is shaking so much.
They're all like rowdy, but they're not rowdy in the sense of like making noise. They're all just like smoking and drinking, like from these like old bottles that apparently they found in the back in the basement or something. Everyone's really quiet though still. You see Crispy basically do a group thing where he like insulates the room with his body in like a wooden insulation that he covers it up. You also see that Jazz is putting up a spell that you would know, Jarvis, that she's basically putting up a silence spell around you guys, but so that you guys can hear each other. So at that point, once they do, you become rowdy as fuck in this room. Elroy is not here though. You saw him as he was helming the ship, and he's not in here.
Okay.
Basically, Captain Mackelback goes, "All right, Jarvis, you know this. Nova, this is Liar's Dice, okay? What's going to happen is, and I'll just go and explain to you, it's only going to be 3. It'll only be you two and Captain Ackelback playing, okay? What's going to happen is that you guys have your sets of dice. I have mine in a cup, so you can't necessarily see it, and nobody should see. I'll turn down this music a little bit. The goal of the game is to be the last person with a dice. Okay, as we progress, there's 5 rounds, and each time someone will lose a dice. And at the very end, whoever has all of their dice left is the winner. Each of those rounds, you will put in an ante of sorts, and Akabak will explain that for each one. But the way that you play the game is that everyone will roll their dice. Okay, you roll your dice. You can then look at them yourselves. So for the sake of this, where is it? For the sake of this, you can see my dice, right?
65332.
Go ahead and roll your dice. Okay. So we'll just say I go first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say an amount of dice. Accumulative to all of ours that either I think it is or I'm going to bluff is based on a number and a face value. So basically looking at my numbers, I've got 3 3s, or 2 3s, excuse me. So I'm going to first off, engaging based on, because I haven't seen your dice, I'm going to go 4 3s. Out of all of ours, I'm going to guess there's at least 4 3s.
Okay.
Now it would go to the person on my left or whatever, so we'll say Nova. So it'll go me, Nova, Jarvis, me, Nova, Jarvis. Okay.
Okay.
Nova, you have to go think he's either lying because based on mine, or I just don't think that there's that many. So I'll challenge. We'll get to that in a second. Or you have to go either say 5 3s and go above that, or you could say 2 4s.
Okay.
That makes sense. So you can increase. You can increase the amount of the same number, or go above
Pick a
it
different number.
and say so again, I say, so let's practice 2 3s. Nova,
And
what
then
would you want?
I could say 4 twos.
Correct. And then Jarvis, you could say
I could say 5 ones.
you could say that. You could say I could say 5 twos. Nova, you could say 5 threes, 5 4, and go all the way up. Or you could say 6 sixes and just go. Whoop.
The goal of the game is what?
What?
The goal of the game is to be the last person with dice and to lie your way through what is perceived as the amount of dice among the three of us. Does
So
that make
what?
sense? So here's
So like, how do you lose a dice? How?
So
We're
perfect.
there.
So then the challenge would be, so say I said 6 sixes. So let's look at all of our dice really quick. At that point, we'd show our dice. How many sixes do you have, Nova?
1.
I have none.
Jarvis, how many sixes do you have?
None.
So therefore, I lose because there's not 6 sixes. It has
Okay.
to either equal or it has to be under. So
Okay.
if I said 1 6 and you said challenge, I still win because there's at least 1 6
1
in that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So another example, if I said 5 threes, or
Mhm.
how many threes do y'all have? I've got 2.
None.
I have 1.
Cool. Do I win or do I lose?
I couldn't remember what you said.
You win. You win because it was
5
under.
threes. No, I said 5 threes, and how
5
many
threes.
threes are on the board here?
There's 3. There's 3 total.
So you lost.
There's 3 total. Correct. So then I would take away. a
So you have
dice.
to either break even or be above.
Be under.
Yes.
Or yes.
Be
Yes,
above.
yes.
Okay.
But Nova, let's say I said, how many sixes do you guys have?
I have 0.
I have 1.
So let's say I say, because I've got 1 6. Let's say I said 2 sixes, because that's the exact amount, and you say challenge, like liar, and that's the correct amount. You then lose.
I
a
lose
dice,
the dice. Got
because
it.
you were wrong.
And we
I
only
So-
go 1 round through. You,
we
Nova,
will go
me,
1 round through.
and then we show dice.
And
No,
then
no, no,
it
no, no,
does.
No. We keep going until someone challenges.
Mm.
So we keep going
Oh.
up.
So
Makes sense?
does everybody who was wrong lose a dice, or does one
No.
like the person who was the most wrong?
The person who
Okay.
was just wrong. So if you
Okay, so the
challenge
person
and
who was
you-
challenged. Got it.
Well, the person that challenges. So like you say, so I said I said 2 sixes, and there are 2 sixes amongst all of us, and you
I
challenged me. Correct, you lose. But if I
Got it.
said 3 sixes, and there's only 2 sixes, and
Then
you
you-
challenge me, correct.
Got you. Okay.
Got
Let's
it.
do
Got
one
it. Got it.
practice
Got it.
round.
Got it. Got
Let's
it.
do it.
One practice round. So, Captain Nickelback will start. Keep your dice to yourselves. I'm gonna say, and now I'm gonna look at mine. I'm gonna say, 3 threes. Nova, Jarvis, me. Jarvis.
I'm gonna say 3 ones.
So you have to go.
So I have
high.
to go
What did I
above.
say?
So you said I had to
You
go
have to go
above.
either-
So I have to say 4 ones. Okay. In
Or
order to
3.
change the dice. So in order to
Yeah,
change
so
the
yeah.
dice, you have to go 1 more than the person before, or go 1 more for the same number.
Yeah. So if I said 3 threes, you
Okay.
could say 3 fours or 4 ones.
Got it. 4 ones is
Does that
fine.
make sense?
Yes.
Okay, 4 ones. Jarvis. You can so 4 ones. Oh, I forgot to say this. Ones can be wild. I forgot about
Okay.
that.
4 ones. I'm going to.
I mean, they become whatever you want them to be in that once we.
So I can do 5 ones.
So Jarvis. So you could say 5 ones, but Jarvis, think about this. Do you think that there are 4 ones in our group right now, or at least 4? There could
Yeah.
be more than. There has to be.
I think there's. I think there could probably be 4.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
So then you have to go. Then you make your own bet.
On a
So
different
4,
dice.
You could say.
On a different
could
dice,
say-
if you believe.
You could say. So you could say she just said 4 ones. You could say 4 twos, or 4 threes, or 4 fours, or 4 5, or 4 sixes,
Gotcha.
or You go 5 ones, 5 2, 5 3. You just have to go above.
Got you. Okay.
So she said 4 ones.
5 fives.
Or you challenge her. Okay, 5 5. So then that's going to go to me. I'm going to.
I have
I'm
a
gonna
question. Do we have to say
I'm gonna see it.
challenge immediately to the person before
No.
the next person goes?
Yeah. So before I go, I have to decide if he's lying, or I have to give a number and it moves on. Does that answer your question?
Oh, so you can only challenge when it's your turn?
Yes. You can't challenge if it's not your turn.
Got it. I was just making sure. And I can challenge
So you
anybody,
said-
correct, when it's my turn.
5 fives. When it's your turn, you
It's- you
challenge
can
the
only-
person before you.
Correct.
Oh, okay. See, I'm learning. Sorry.
You know, you're fine. You're fine. This is a weird game. I had to listen to this a bunch of times, and I'm not trying to take time away, but I just
No,
thought
this is
was kinda
good. I want
funny.
I want to
Yeah.
learn how to play this. This is fun. So 5
Okay,
fives was challenged.
No.
So I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna challenge that. I don't think
Okay.
there are 5 5s.
I don't
So
think
now
there are
we
5 5s
show.
either.
So I've got 2 5s in here.
I have 1 5.
I have no 5s.
Ooh, I lose.
So that means I win. So you take a dice away.
Yep.
Take a dice away.
Okay. So Captain Aquaback. Okay, now do we need to practice it one more time? Let's do it one more time.
One more practice round.
Yeah, one more round.
Should I add that dice?
Yeah, just add.
We're
Fine.
not playing for real.
Cool. So then the loser. So Jarvis, you would go first.
Okay. 3 ones.
Then it's my turn. I'm gonna say 3 3s. Nova.
I'm going to say 4 5s.
So think about it, Jarvis. Do you think that there are at least 4 5s? Or you just keep going?
5 ones.
I'll just keep going for the sake of it. 5 2s. So Nova, you challenge or go 5 plus?
I would
or then
like to
6?
challenge, because why not?
Challenge. I have no
I've got-
2s.
I've got 3 2s.
We got 3 2s. I have 1 2. You're wrong. You said 5 2s.
No,
And there's only 4 on the
Yeah, and
table.
there's only 4 on the table.
there's only 4 2s on the table?
Yeah.
I don't have one.
I've got 3.
And I have 1.
Oh, he's got
4.
none.
I have none.
Oh, shit. Correct. So then I would take.
Okay. Yeah, I'm into this. Let's do it.
Got it.
For
Yeah,
real.
this is fun.
Let's do it
I
for
want
real.
to play this game just for funsies.
No, we should totally play this if we like next time we just want to play this. That's totally fine. Captain Aquabat goes, all right, now we know how to play, but of course we don't just play
There's
for
wagers.
fun.
I fucking hate that.
The first, we'll just keep it simple. 5 gold pieces.
5?
That's a little steep.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh.
We
Then I
haven't
guess we
made
won't
money in a
play.
while. We've been doing good for free, okay?
Well, then you better hope that you make it.
We don't have to do anything yet to our inventory.
Do we?
Not yet.
Or do
Okay.
we do it before we play?
I'm in for 5
Just-
gold.
Just 5 gold.
Sure.
Okay. Then shall we roll the dice? So that's the game's begin.
You're up, Captain.
Of course, don't push, don't push. 2 3s. Nova.
Oh, sorry, I forgot it was my turn. I'm looking at the order that we're in the cameras, and it just I'm like, oh, Jarvis would go next.
2 3s, Nova.
Around.
2 3 Nova. 2 3s, Nova.
That's what you said. 2 3s.
Is what
I'm gonna say
Ackleback said.
3 2s.
Four threes.
I need to write this down. I don't even remember what I said.
4 fours.
I challenge that.
I've got 1.
I've got none.
I've got none. Maybe you shouldn't have made the bet so steep, Cap.
Oh, that was steep? The rest of them laugh. And he goes, the next round? I was going to say 20 gold pieces.
Oh, hell no.
Do we win 5 there?
But we can lower it. We can lower that a little bit for you, maybe. We'll say 15 gold pieces.
How does that work?
we-
Do we win? Do we win 5 gold there, or no? Each or no?
No, just the winner. So, Jarvis, you lost that.
I won because I challenged. So I got
Correct.
5 gold pieces.
I lost.
Correct. You're winning the pot. You're versing 2 other people to win the
Oh,
pot. So you
So I get 10
really-
gold pieces.
you win the whole pot.
Fabulous. I gained 10. Well,
Gotcha.
technically it's 15 because I took 5
I'm
out.
trying to give you guys ways to make money here. So
Don't
Fabulous, 'cause we have
take
no money.
the gold out.
No, well, Steven took it out for me.
Just put money in.
I didn't touch your
Oh,
gold.
it went from 47 to 43.
Nobody's touching your D&D.
That's weird.
All right, let's
Okay.
roll.
15 gold pieces. The loser goes first. 2 threes.
I'm going to say 3 twos.
3 threes.
Four fours.
I challenge that. Nova
I got
is
no
just feeling
force.
cocky as shiznit right now. My God, you have no force. I have no force.
I have 1 4.
I win again.
And you see, like,
balls.
Aquaback is kind of just like, okay.
Am I to be taking dice away because I lose, or is it just a direct
No, you're
loser
not-
that takes dice away?
Correct.
But
The
I
direct
lose my
loser takes
money.
dice and you're just losing your money.
Yeah.
He's losing dice and losing money, which means he's losing opportunity
Gotcha.
completely.
To win.
So right. So there's
Fabulous.
room, Jarvis, as this continues. Like can win so much back right away.
Yeah.
Like,
Well.
in one turn.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to. I'm getting closer to the bottom of the barrel, so I got 34 gold pieces.
How about this?
I have 88
One
gold
more?
pieces and 7 silver.
One more round of some chump change, and we'll get into something else. We'll go down to 25 gold pieces.
Okay.
He goes 3 sixes.
4 fours.
Five fours.
This one has never been a good one. A liar among men.
I have 2 fours myself.
And he goes, interesting.
Because he didn't challenge you. So
Oh,
now
I thought he
knows.
was calling me. I thought it was.
Now he
I thought
knows.
that was a challenge.
Never
So,
said anything.
so whose turn is it? I'm lost.
It's still
Correct.
his. You said 5 fours. I will challenge that. I have none.
I have 4. That fucking sucks.
Shit.
So you have
So you
there's
won.
6.
So he won.
So he won. He won.
Twen-
Good job. So you won 50 gold pieces.
You're damn right I did. And you lost 25.
That's fine.
No, you won 75 gold pieces.
Well, he didn't take out the 20.
I didn't take it out.
He didn't take out the 25.
Oh,
So we're
okay.
just
I see
putting
you
what
mean.
we won.
Yeah.
So I have to get rid of 25.
It's less confusing to do it that way.
And he goes, let's play again. A little bit interesting this time.
He's only got
How
2
about an
dice.
item? How about something interesting like an item of sorts? And he pulls out from his chest what looks like to be like a compass. And he lays it on top. And he
Oh my
looks at you
god.
and he
Oh my
says,
god.
and he goes, this compass is a little bit special for me. It's a small, there's a small compartment inside, and the smaller needle always points towards magnetic north, while the other always points to where home is for you.
Well, that's cool.
Just put.
What do I have?
He calls it the compass of the homesick.
Oh, that's cute. Hmm.
It'll be this year for me. Jarvis pulls out the grappling gun.
I'll play with that.
And again, everybody else is like, oh, and they're like hitting Captain. They're like, Captain, you're losing. Captain always goes, I always win in the end. And he's just.
Mine is not like as cool, but why it is really cool is because she pulls out this really like ornate mirror, and it looks like it's gold and very like ornate and filigree looking, and she just slides it on the table.
Make a persuasion check.
Well, it is. I mean, it's cool because it's probably worth a lot of money.
Yeah, he's the culture that's being said is that it's something that's a little bit interesting.
I don't have
of,
anything. I have nothing
okay, well,
interesting. Well, I
just make a
I
persuasion.
rolled persuasion, which is an 18 plus 6. So
There you go.
I
was
take
gonna-
my
'cause I was
damn
gonna s-
mirror.
Cool. He goes, I probably could make some good coin from that. Four fives.
Fuck. 5 fives.
Challenge.
I've got one.
I have 2.
I've got 1. You guys are short. I win.
So Jarvis,
take my
you
mirror.
own,
You take my mirror
you got the
and the
mirror.
compass.
and you get what's called the Compass of the Homesick. I don't know if it's in D&D Beyond. I don't think it is. So I will take a picture of it and text it to you. But there's one part of it. There's one part of it that I'll change for the sake of who you are and where you're from. Then, because you're, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. And he looks and he goes, last. We got a couple more rounds on my end. This time, he looks at you guys and he goes and like gets very serious and he goes, "How about we play for that gem, Jarvis?"
Yeah.
You don't have it. Technically still correct. I'm this is me just asking outside of game. You technically do not have it anymore. You gave it back. Yes. You gave it back. Or no, you tried to give it back and he told you to keep it.
That is correct.
Oh shit. I forgot that
Let's
happened.
play. He goes, just, I think this might be a little bit fair to play for that this time.
No. I don't think I'll let go of it, but I did take 25 pieces of your gold, if you want to try to win that back.
He got like a big cigar in his mouth, and he just like puffs it out in your face.
He goes, anyway, I don't even have it, so couldn't ante it if I wanted to.
Make a deception check, please, at disadvantage.
Oh shit. Yeah, because you're exhausted.
I rolled an 18 and a 19. 19.
That's a shame.
I imagine him as like Pete from the Goofy movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. He just like puts it down in like the table that you're on. That's a real shame, Jarvis.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Wasn't something that I thought it was worth holding on to.
I can't see that. I'm blind.
It's okay. Doesn't matter. How about one more round? Maybe maybe I'll be able to win something back. How about that?
What something?
How about all in everything?
Yeah,
Everything we played for.
everything.
One last game.
That makes me
Everything we
stressed.
played for.
That makes me stressed. That makes me stressed as Nova, but also just as myself.
How much?
That's 45 gold pieces. 45 gold pieces per person, plus the item.
Plus the item. So I could win a shit ton of money and cool things.
Or you could lose it all.
I think we need some intense tunage for this one.
How many pieces do wait, how many die do you have?
6. I have not taken any away.
Oh. You have 6 dice? You're supposed to have 5.
5.
Nova, you go first.
Oh, because I lost. I'm gonna say 2 fours.
Two 5s.
Two 4s. Or you said 2 5s?
Yeah.
2 6s.
I'm gonna say 3 fours.
Three 5s.
3 6s.
I challenge that.
Got 1.
What do you have?
I have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. No 6.
I have a 1, a 3, a 4, and a 5. And she like bows. How much money? I am your math. 90?
How much did I lose there?
45.
40, 45. But you could get your money back, in theory.
Technically. I could give it back to you because I like you. I also now have a grapple gun.
Well, maybe
You
we'll play
missed like a
little bit-
massive burp. When you were gone, Luke burped into the microphone.
You have Compass of the Homesick as well.
Yeah, that is a custom.
At this point, just because we're on time, you guys go to sleep, or like you leave, or do you guys do anything? Can we like get you to go to sleep to get to the next day? Just or
That's
is there
right.
anything
Fine.
else?
Yeah, Jarvis needs a long rest badly.
At that point, too, the boat shakes a little bit as you kind of just like all silent. You hear a knock at the door. Elroy pops in, and you see behind him a blizzard just coming down. He goes, "It's getting a little bit crazy out here. We might want to just get comfortable, get ready for sleep. I'm gonna try my best to keep us quiet and out of the storm as much as I can."
Jarvis goes to him. Need anything from me?
Looking at you, he's like, "Yeah, not by any chance do I need anything from you. Look at you.
Yeah, well.
Technically, every 8 hours after, you're taking a point of exhaustion, so you would have taken potentially 2 more points of exhaustion. Like you're dying right now. Like,
Yeah, I could use a good night's rest.
really quick. I know you gotta go. I know. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to get this
You're
as fast
fine.
as I can. Well, he's got to get up in the morning.
We now just has we get up with him at
So
5
you-
o'clock in the morning.
So first level was disadvantage, sorry, on ability checks. Second was your speed was halved, so like you became really slow throughout the day, and then by this time you'd have a disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws as well.
Okay.
Cool. And unless you don't go to sleep, the next thing you do is your hit point maximum is halved.
Good
Your hit points go to
lord.
half.
Jesus, go to bed. Jesus, just sleep.
Where do you guys go to sleep? Where do you guys go to sleep?
Jarvis is
I'm not going anywhere without Jarvis because I'm afraid somebody may try to murder me.
You said it's blizzarding outside?
It's getting pretty cold, and like it's like
We walk out of captain's quarters, and Jarvis looks up at the perch and goes, "Guess it's below deck tonight. I could use a hammock anyway, I think." Jarvis is gonna go down
Elroy
there
kind of
and
well,
essentially.
Elroy catches you guys and Captain Acrobac or whatever, and sees you guys. He's like, "You can go back in the room that we just played. You can put up something in there if you need."
That's where I'd prefer.
Yeah, I mean,
It might smell like cigars.
that's fine. Yeah, that's as long as you guys don't mind.
That was Captain Acrobac responding after Elroy, and Elroy's like, "I mean, yeah, it's. And if I do need something, you're right here."
Yeah. Okay.
Nova, you're with him too.
Yes, and I'm not like she's still sketched out by them.
Jarvis just goes, "I'm gonna turn in." He stumbles into the room and doesn't meditate, doesn't look at the orb.
Nova's gonna go in after him, and because she knows that he can't put that hammock up by himself right now, and I'm like stringing up his hammock.
He can't do it.
Yeah,
Cool.
thanks.
So you get it all set up. You get in there. You go to sleep. At this point, Jarvis, you both you guys hit the hay fairly quickly. Like you guys hit pretty hard.
May
Okay,
I add some flavor?
Sure.
Nova's laying on the floor, and this is like the first time for some reason there's like a draft, and she's just on the floor like, like shaking, and it's weird because she never normally feels that way, but for some reason, like she's sleeping on the floor, like she's just kind of curled up on the floor, and she's like shivering, and she's like looking at Jarvis like I'm freezing, and he's just zonked as he's trying to fall asleep.
Love it. Fucking love it. Door shut. You guys all do that. Great. Jarvis, you end up falling asleep and immediately going into REM. Like immediately. You go back into that sleep cycle and you dream immediately. It's a similar dream that you experienced before. And it's interesting because as you dream this dream, it's the same dream of Lolth and the tower and everything. And it's a little bit faster. And it starts to pick up a little bit faster. Scenes moving, but in a weird way, the scenes kind of slow down in like random moments and pickups. See Nova being taken by Lolth, then you sees you falling in the sky down to the ground, arms being, pierced to the ground by, and you see Lolth coming over to you as if this is like confusing, like she's like taking over you, like you're her puppet. Cutscene to then Nova falling, and the cutscene to you then going over her, and you taking the same the pincer that she had and stabbing her in the chest. Bam, 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 and eventually you feel this pain inside your chest, like your chest becomes hot. And looking down in their dream, you see your chest and your clothes becoming red in your own. And you come to consciousness in that moment, and you see in your chest a blade. And looking up at you coming from the shadow is Elroy, as he looks at you and says, "This has never been your home." And you see another blade go into your chest in that moment, and that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Dang. Jesus. Can I take a long rest?
Nope.
Damn it.
I'm gonna murder the fuck out of Elroy, and I can't wait. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. He's gonna die, and it's gonna be the best thing in the entire world.
I can tell you the damage too, if you want, or you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let you just simmer on that a bit to see how much damage you actually take in that moment.
Jesus. Well,
Go to sleep. Go work out in the morning.
I've been dead before,
Yeah, many times, and I've had to save you, and it's our running theme.
All right. Thanks for playing. Great story moments, you both, and just creating some fun flavor. I love playing with you both.
Good luck.
Good luck.
My phone is
All right,
dead.
peace. Dude, what the actual hell? Why would my wife text me that? That's like the most horrible thing to text.
From your
Because like she
computer.
couldn't just go, "Hey, it's Tegan. My phone died. I'm texting from the computer." Instead, she's just like, "My phone died."
I don't need her. What? When do I need her?
My phone is dead.
Dude, jeez. Okay. Good night. Go to sleep. Get some sleep. Bye.
Night.